Holidays are coming, and here with the University of Illinois Veterinary Teaching Hospital is Dr. Kanan Shores. He has a few tips on keeping our forever friends happy, healthy, and safe, because that is important when we have Ozzy here to keep him happy during the holidays.
That's right. Got to keep him happy.
Well, introduce us first to Ozzy here.
Yeah, so this is Ozzy. He is a pet from some friends that we have, and he's a little guy, likes to rest a lot and find a cozy spot at home and curl up, and he's very photogenic, as you can tell.
He is adorable. Oh my goodness. And he may be doing some traveling this holiday season or visiting some friends.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some traveling with pet tips first of all.
Sure.
What pet owners need to be mindful of.
Yeah. So I think a lot of it comes down to whether or not you're going to be boarding your pets, having a pet sitter come over and watch them at home, or whether you're going to be traveling with them. And of course, there's always travel by car or travel by plane. So lots of different considerations, but definitely planning in advance is going to be key to making everything as smooth as possible.
Yes, we're looking at some tips here. So if your dog happens to, or cat happens to be using medications or supplements, don't forget to pack them.
Correct. Make sure you have enough of a supply. If you're going to be gone for a week or two, or your vet's office may be closed or hours reduced, make sure you got plenty of those on board.
Yes. How important is it to scope out the veterinarian scene of the location you're going?
Yeah, very important. So it's, you know, like having insurance. You want to know that it's there, but not have to use it. So if you're going back to home and you're well familiar with the area, you may know that. But if you're going to a new place, or a friend's, or a new in-laws, or significant others, you know, more home turf, then yeah, always a good idea to figure out who's open and when. And yeah, specifically, is there an after-hours emergency clinic? Because that's when all the emergencies seem to happen, is overnight on the weekends, and you want to be able to get right to that spot when you need to.
Exactly. Not all animals travel well. Some get a little sick or a little anxious, stressed out.
Yep.
There's medication that could maybe help with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. So definitely have the conversation with your vet, you know, several weeks ahead of time. And there are medications, yeah, for nausea. There are medications for stress. There are medications just to help them, you know, sleep a little bit for the trip. And most pets can safely take a number of different medications. So reaching out to your vet and saying, hey, this is how we think this is going to go. Can you help us think through this? Are there any medications or even supplements that can be beneficial? Some of the medications can be given on that day and will be effective. Some will need to be started a week or two ahead of time. So making sure you reach out with plenty of heads up time before you're looking to travel.
Yes.
So.
Okay, we've been talking about dogs here, but let's talk cats, because I think a lot of time when people go and travel and take maybe a long weekend, they feel like the cat will be fine if we just leave enough food, enough water out. Is that the case, though?
Yeah, so sometimes you can get away with it, and you do have some cats that are just not prone to getting into trouble, and they will be fine being left, you know, to fend for themselves. But unfortunately, we have a lot of situations where I was gone over the weekend and I came back to find my cat was injured, or of course there's vomit all over, or you know, some problem that clearly the cat has had an issue over the weekend. And you know, most of the time we're able to get those cats treated effectively, but sometimes it doesn't end so well. So cats are not as self-sufficient as we would like to think. So having somebody check in on the cat, if you have a pet sitter, you know, a friend, or there are plenty of services or people that would be happy to sit at your house and snuggle your cat and, you know, keep an eye on him, make sure everything's okay. That would be the ideal situation for you.
Yes, okay. And finally, lots of food happens at the holidays. So probably stay away from feeding your pet scraps.
Yes, yep. There are some things that are safe for them, some that are not, but it just is better to not rock the boat. So if you don't want to be dealing with GI upset or looking for that emergency vet practice that you've scouted out, just avoid any new treats, any people food. pack your own food, so everything is steady Eddie for your pet, just to make sure everybody has time with their family and not spent at the emergency practice.
Yes, great tips, because the holiday season is quickly approaching, and a lot of people will be welcoming visitors who may bring their pet, or you may be traveling. Ozzy, I think we wore him out. He is nice and chill there, so thank you for bringing him. Yeah. These are great tips. If you want to learn a little bit more, maybe you want to connect with the U of A Veterinary Teaching Hospital, we'll have those links as well as all of Dr. Kanan Shore's tips on CILiving.tv after today's show.